Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? If I knew back then what I knew right now, I'd be on right now. I'm the nigga right now. I'm the nigga right now. Got your bitch right now. Since you pointed right now, getting litty right now. Wanna text me right now, outside right now. Please do not get in my face. You know that I'm riding the whip. I just needed my space. I drink it straight with no chase. Love when you making that face. Living out of suitcase. Annie, are you okay? I fuck you good the long way. Watch how you talking to me. 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 Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six?
She's a keeper, legs like Serena, strong like Xena, turn into a screamer. She's a dancer, money from Atlanta. She's a cancer, phone ring, no answer. I'm getting litty, mixed dirty with the fenna. My life a movie, I always got a camera. I'm at Cabana, she's sucking my banana. Ooh, na-na. If we never met, I'm there right now. Put a bullet in my hair right now.
Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Talking but you don't fight. About a new life. Even when I'm wrong, you know I'm still right. On another level, reach a new height. I used to hit the block just in all white. No, I can't bless it with my gun mind. Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen the snowfall in the six?
Wrong screen. First of all, I want you guys to thank Pantagana and DJ because I wasn't coming live on stream for this chapter. It didn't move me enough. I'm upset. I want to go back to Traumare, Gustang, Loose Like, and Mazino. But I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone is here. Just so you guys know, yesterday was Thanksgiving in Canada, so I was chilling. I didn't feel like working, all right? I ate turkey. I ate food. I actually didn't go as crazy as I usually do, but I ate good on Sunday for sure. Let's go. It's the mother boy streaming out here again. Yes, sir. We are here. We knew it was only a matter of time till we went back to Bam's POV. I'm actually surprised it didn't happen sooner. I think that's something we could say. We definitely thought it would happen sooner. That much I can agree with. But he the thing is, he picked exactly when I would have done it. Where it's like, all right, you guys are hype, right? Family heads, Mazino's here. Cut. Hard cut. That's something else. I'm like, no! No. I want more family head content. I do want to make something very clear. I don't think the chapter was bad. But do I give a damn about Bam and Dorsey, Belleria, Enkidu right now? And Yura. I don't. I promise you I don't. Nothing they're doing is interesting to me right now. As it is, I could be wrong. I did actually pump the brakes. Hold on. It's Rachel. Let me chill out for a second. She might cook. And then she didn't. From 1 to 10, what was my rating? I was hovering around a 6.5 at best this week. That's just kind of where I was at personally. I'm not shocked by the hard cut, but yeah. I actually don't have much to say, so this will not be a long stream. Oh yeah, did you enjoy your Canada Thanksgiving? I thought there was no YouTube screen today. It was yesterday. That was for Monday. It's Tuesday now. But yes, I enjoyed Thanksgiving. I ate good. Saturday and Sunday, I ate good. No complaints from me. 7 out of 10 chapter. Not mad at that. Yes, I rated this decent 7 out of 10. Also, Yura was giving body in that black dress though, but I hate her. She sucks. I don't care that she looks good. I just can't. I hate her more than Rachel. And Rachel's like, okay, I could be on the mothership. She's like, hold on, like, we need some stipulations in our contract too. You just gonna listen to him like he didn't just almost get us killed? So yeah. What do you think? What do you think when we have a chance to come back to the Family Heads versus Urek chapter? I think my stream said it best on Twitch. When Bam makes his way to where everyone else is, that's when the next phase will begin. Until then, I think Bam is going to have to wrap up what he's doing and appear where they're at. And then we'll see. I also think I will say this. The thing that I'm the most interested in seeing when Bam appears on the battlefield, so to speak, is his interaction with Loose Leg. That's something I'm more interested in him talking to Traumaray or Gustang or even Mazino. As much as I know him and Mazino know each other, I actually want to see how him and Loose Leg will interact. So yeah. Would have been more interesting if Bam and Rachel interacted. I'm happy you guys. Because right now I'm drawing a blank. I'm happy you guys are bringing up things that I wanted to touch on. I love that Bam saw Rachel and didn't acknowledge her. To me, that's character growth. Is Bam completely over everything that happened with him and Rachel and how he was raised and everything? Of course not. But he's made some steps to the point. He doesn't see Rachel and go, oh, Rachel, oh, let's go back to the cave. No. He said, I'm here on a mission with my people and Dorsey to get the chess piece. You had the chess piece with your people. I'm coming to take it. I'm not acknowledging you. We're done. What did he say on the floor of death? We're enemies. I know. I actually think that was better. They're going to have to talk at some point. It'll happen. But the fact he didn't see her and have the same generic reaction he always has, to me, is a testament to him having worked through some of those emotions and mental hurdles. I actually prefer it that way. This indicates that Trauma had to power up and absorb 2 of his 3 main dragons, but Gustang didn't absorb anyone other than Tiara and defeated Trom. He defeated Traumaray. Depending on who you ask, we'd argue that Gustang lost the fight. I know that the fire that Blossom gave him was going to burn Traumaray and kill him, but ultimately that didn't happen. And I'd argue if this was a fighting game and we're playing a round, if even just one round, not even best 2 out of 3. The way it looks to me is Traumaray has more HP, Gustang has less, and the timer went from 99 to 0. Who wins the round? The person with more HP. I'm actually giving the win to Traumaray. I think the best answer is inconclusive. Nobody won. It's a draw. But if you told me to pick who a victor, I'd give it to Traore. He had more health points at the end of the match. That's just how I see it. Just being honest. You guys know I was rocking with Gustang and I wanted him to win, but I gotta be honest. The last time Rachel and Bam interacted, Rachel was like, "You have no choice but to chase me." I love that Bam ignored her. Yes, that was during the part where White had that terrible Christmas sweater when Dorsey and thing were like in the bath. And then after, I'm like, Rack, you had one job and Yura escaped with Rachel. I remember this. This is after Kun's heart blew up. Look, at least she's smart. I made a pretty good lawyer for Rachel. Rachel was pretty dumb this chapter, though. Yura's the one who kind of course corrected and argued. Rachel was about to just take Bellarear's help. By the way, that nigga is weak. He's not a ranker. That is an E rank regular. There's no way Yura swung that suitcase at him and almost packed him. He sucks. Bellarear is trash. Oh my god, he's garbage. Oh my goodness. He is beyond doo-doo. I agree, but look at those panels. It means that Gustang was able to basically tie with Traore while basically nowhere near his peak power. The link is safe. It's just an imager link. I didn't stop you from posting it. Are you in my Discord or my Twitter? Tag me in it. Sometimes these things don't let you post links. I don't have that problem because no one's abused it, so I don't have a problem. Maybe you have to actually like find a setting to let you guys post links. Remind me, I'm gonna forget. That being said, I was gonna say I'm not entirely under the. I think it makes sense, but I don't know that Gustang's characteristic distribution works the same way as Traore not having the 7 beasts he controls inside of him. If he decides to take back his austerity from Dumas and preservity, what was it for Mikkel and whatever? Maybe he's stronger. Maybe that's true. I'm not saying it's not, but ultimately, for one reason or another, he didn't do it, and I don't know that it works the exact same. I don't know. A lot of questions. Like the video if you in here, by the way. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? Bam could quickly beat Enkidu and we could go back to Urek and the family heads, but we know Bam will drag this out because he isn't going to use his powers. Facts. Why Bam being one of the FUG members not trying to betray, killing, something like that? I don't understand why he gave up on his revenge. He never really wanted that. That was more for other people in FUG. But he does have the thorn that's supposed to slit the throat of the king. Do something. I feel Gustang was holding back for some reason. The fight kind of gave me Sukuna versus Gojo vibes with both Sukuna and Gustang not using their own abilities during their fights. Bellarear needs to go back to the floor of test. Facts. Why did Gustang not kill Bellarear? I never liked that mother effer. I think he was a useful idiot for Gustang. Best way I can answer it. Useful idiot. Bellarear got carried to the top of the tower to become a ranker. He was the Masang of his group, or the Rachel maybe. Gustang, if he lived after this fight, he got to go back to the lab and practice some combos because he was not cooking. He got to get his literature up, bro. You got to go back to writing. Go back to your roots. What do you want to write? It's been 3 years, so maybe Gustang broke Yura's curse so she can fight properly now. You think that was maybe one of the wishes that was used to break her curse? But still, Sleepy Night, I think you're giving her too much credit. She stinks. She sucks. She's not supposed to be able to do that. And Enkidu's in the body too. But speaking of which, it's been several weeks since Enkidu's introduction, if you will. How are we feeling about his character as in present time in the story? Good, bad, somewhere in the middle? Can't wait to get rid of him. He needs to stick around longer. What are we thinking? Are you still trying to post a link? Is it not working? Here's what I'm going to do. If it's still giving you trouble, I'm going to post the Discord. You don't have to stay if you're not in it. just at me, and I'll click the link, and then I'll see what you're trying to show me. Another question I have for you guys is, the more we get into this, the more I'm starting to truly believe that family heads are not created equally. There's tiers of strength, spheres, and stages, if you will. And with that, I do think Gustang and Trauma are probably the weakest two. So when we see someone like, let's say, Ariehan and Kunadwan in 200 chapters have a fight, I believe that would be much more impressive than this one. Oh wait, I'm like, why am my Discord open? Invite people. I'm just gonna copy this. I don't know. Oh, you added me on Twitter? Well, I'll just post it anyways. All right, Twitter. How come I don't see? I'm on the Twitter. Mentions. Sorry. Blanco Cortez. The B in bomb is short for Belleria. I added you on Twitter with the imager link. Urek pulled up talking cash. Hello, bro. Like the stream, guys? Yes, like the stream. I don't see it. Where the link at? Could I find it on my phone? Am I a silly Billy? I just don't know. I just can't. I don't know what I'm doing. Is it because I have things like muted all the time? Do I follow you back? If I don't follow you back, let me know. That might be why. I don't have my mentions aren't open for a lot of things. It's weird. People started bugging me. I think Mazino could actually take both of them, by the way. I do think so. I was hesitant at first to say this, but I do think that if he had to fight Trauma Ray and Gustek at the same time, he would come out the victor. The family heads are probably split into combat specialists and support specialists. That also makes sense. I was also talking about Yura being a good lawyer. Okay, fair. I don't know what to think about Enkidu. If he just gets beaten here, then he was what was the purpose of adding him to the present? I don't have the answers. Because I wanna say that his importance should be elevated because he Is it because I'm on private? It might be because I'm on private. That might be why. I don't even know how to unprivate. Anywho. Yeah, I don't like Enkidu. I'm ready for him to go. I'm ready. I had enough of him. He don't move me. He sucks. I don't like him. Belleria too, but I never expected much from him. Does that make sense? What do I think? I think 50%. I'm gonna go 50. I'm gonna give them some credit. He has to at least give half of his all maximum. I'm gonna go 50. Anima, and what does Gustang's position, by the way? Is he a wave controller? I know they can all do every role. But let me just look and make sure. Let me just make sure. I think he's wave controller though. Pure Shinsu, blah blah blah. Aloof. He's the aloof wave. So yeah, he's a wave controller. And excuse me. Po Badal, go to family head. We're gonna go to Trauma Ray. And he's Anima, special position. Yeah. Loose Like is definitely family head level. He could be. Beller being weaker ranker somehow managed to take control of Enkidu. Can you explain why he's able to? Belleria being a weaker ranker somehow. He's not taking control of Enkidu. It's more there's something I think that has more to do with mental fortitude because Belleria is a schemer. He's supposed to be a smart Tower of God character with mental fortitude and strength up here. So I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like if you've ever seen Deadman in some versions try to take over Batman. Batman has no powers and can't physically resist, but Batman's mind is so strong, he was able to purge him from his body and be like, you're not taking me over to possess me. I think Belleria works similarly. I think he has no Shinsu or combat abilities that are worth a damn, but he's supposed to be what a smart Tower of God character is. I'm phrasing it that way because it's the same way like people say Piccolo is smart in Dragon Ball, and I'm like, even the smart Dragon Ball characters are dumb. If that makes sense. Enkidu's a waste of ink, man. Boring as hell. Enkidu is still kind of a bum to me. He still has no real importance to the story other than that she just wants revenge. Enkidu is mad, but if he does well in this fight against Bam, then his lore being trained by Trauma will make sense and be formidable. Gustang, a support-based wave controller, while Eurasia is a combat wave controller. That makes sense to me, Omar. So Trauma is innocent if we ignore the gazillion other crimes he committed. I think Enkidu's hands just aren't clean. I think he still played a role in this. That's my best guess. Sorry for the runaround. I tagged you in Discord and the Apes channel. There you go. Thank you. No, I think it's me. It's probably because my things on. I'm gonna unprivate my shit soon. There we go. There we go. Sorry for the delay. Welcome. All right. So just let me know what exactly is it you're showing me with this, by the way. What is it? What is the point? I forgot what point you were trying to make. Bam's instincts, which had become extremely acute due to Leviathan's mimesis, could sense the slightest movement of Dumas's muscles and even the vibrations of his hair. But right now, all he could sense from Dumas was, an extremely severe power that devoured everything. That power was certainly close to that of the transcendent beings in the tower. And while it was not comparable in strength to those family leaders he had encountered or there's a hard data he saw, it was overwhelming enough to make him wonder if the power emanating from the glowing weapon on his arm could compare to them. Just remind me of the general point you're trying to make, or is it that you're trying to say that Dumas is a part of the family leader in some capacity? What is the reason? Let me see now. Let me see. Is Wave Controller plus Anima even a great duo? Can Urek just punch his way against their hacks, or can both family heads cheese strat Urek? I'm not confident in Urek because we might see how great a duo Trauma and Gustang are. I don't think you're wrong for thinking that. I think that's a completely rational and reasonable thought to have. My pushback is that I think they're weaker than him, that he can kind of just... I think he can punch disconnect. Put it that way. If Traumray was like disconnect at him, I think Mazino could just punch that shit. That's kind of what I'm saying. I think if Traumray was stronger, he'd have to evade it, dodge it, or counter it with something and not let it hit him. I don't think Gustang has summoned or done anything that I believe can do anything to Mazino. Not the Oakbee. I think his blossom embers have burnt out. I don't think he has the fire anymore. And his literature is sure as hell not getting that done. That's just my opinion, though. Rachel is so dense. It's a good thing Yura was with her. Honestly, I kind of hate Urek right now because he interrupted the fight. No, I feel that. I don't think Enkidu really adds anything to the story. He only exists to make Traumray seem more evil. I feel it. My theory is that 1, Enkidu killed Amaze after Traumray drove him into a rage, but he ultimately still did it from his own anger and desire. They both killed her on accident. 2, before this, Enkidu might have manipulated Amaze into leaving Traumray or helped encourage Traumray's growing psychopathy. Okay. I'm arguing that Dumas and his carrier are bestowed by Gustang, and that Dumas' carrier holds a lot of Gustang's power, similar to Trom's main beast. Oh, so Bam looking at the weapon and saying that weapon definitely, specifically, is family head level. You think that belonged to Gustang, and he doesn't have it. Trauma, Dumas has it. That makes sense. Okay, that's fair. I guess my only pushback is that, but then again, there's treasures that the family heads have and own that they give to people, and things that were bestowed upon them that they may stash somewhere, which I don't think is the same thing. Because I'm thinking of Garment Widow, Spider Mommy. She had a shield from the Lopobia, right? Like a really powerful shield, didn't she? Yura is Rachel's kun. Oh, that's perfect. That she is her Aguero. She's the most trusted and committed to Rachel, and Rachel will get her own rack, and that rack will be Enkidu. Enkidu will be the powerhouse of the group. They will mirror Bam's team. That's interesting. I'm not trying to give credit to anyone. I'm just saying that it's mostly launched the thing I can think of that should have happened. If not Rachel, it feels really stupid. I feel that. The panel say Dumas is already stronger than Bam, but they also say that the carrier, Rosio, is even stronger than Dumas himself. Example, similar to how Tiara's pen is Gustang's pen. I'm caught up, bro. I'm caught up. So you think that, so the carrier, Rosario, is likely Gustang's carrier. That makes sense to me. Bro, if Urek gets hit by the Oak Bee, he's going to be like, yum, give me some more. But he's not guilty of anything, as far as we know, so it wouldn't be able to weigh his guilt. Love Bam not reacting to Rachel? So did I. The stick via lore can damage Urek via turning off his Shinsu defense. Problem is Urek has no crime to punish, so it can't be used. And doesn't Gustang's noble blood have to be spilled for it to work? But Widow's Shield didn't give Bam family head level vibes. Bam wasn't there. It was that's the part where Mule Love and Evankel were. But I still think I think your point's well taken, because I'm even thinking of Kun having the bag and the knife that he stole from his father's weapon inventory. I think some of those things I just think that he collected or has, but I don't think they're like family head level weaponry in that treasury, if you will. So that makes sense to me. Yura's Rachel's kun. She hasn't even died and come back to life once. Get on Aguero's level. Right? How many times have you even died for Rachel? Aguero has died at least 675 times. You're not dying enough for us, Yura. You can't be Aguero until you die a few times. Also, didn't V give Gustang 2 items, not just this one? Did they ever reveal both of them? Wasn't it the scale and the stick, though? You're right. That sounds familiar to me, but I don't recall what the other thing was. I feel like it was the scale plus the stick that they got from the old man at the workshop. Food for thought. Okay, what else did I think was interesting? All right, do you guys think that Mazino could just punch Blossom's flame? Because he punched a creature, he punched a fire, he punched a water, and he punched a wall of malice. Do his fists defy like logic on some Hulk shit? Where he can punch things that burn intangible shit? That's what I'm wondering. By the way, I'm about to show you guys the most hilarious panel. The 2 most hilarious parts of this chapter. Here's the first one. I'm like, I forgot you died. 2. He said, Dumas, hold on. Not Dumas. Belleria came through, saw the chess piece. He caught it. And that man said, what should I do? That chess piece, will you take it? If you won't take it, could you give it to me? What am I saying right now? What are you saying? Why did that work? It worked, though. 300 million galaxy brain IQ, it worked. He was playing 4-dimensional chess. Y'all was playing 1D checkers. Y'all wasn't on the same wavelength as Aguero, the smartest being in the tower. Have you ever thought to just ask your enemy for the chess piece? Y'all wasn't thinking? Shout to Aguero. He is your god now. Like the video, people. Yes. I'm loving that Yura and her suitcase is still very relevant. Yura's suitcase rivals Dorsey's bonbons in terms of usefulness and longevity. Well said. It's weird he doesn't know that Rachel specifically killed Arctaptor, though. That would be the only reason to go after her again. He takes that ish seriously. Good point. Loose like will sneak attack Urek. I'm here for it. That's my MVP right now. Probably. Didn't he already punch the flame? He did. But could he directly touch it? I think he punched it from a distance. So, yeah. He did punch everything. He punched good. He got the good punch like Chan and Calivan, but Mo better. Mo better punch. He got the punching. He got the battleship battle bags, whatever they were called, on some garp shit. Okay. Damn it! What the hell was I about to ask? I had a question for you guys. I really did. I forgot though. Will my memory come back looking at this? By the way, Enkidu to me is not as strong as Dumas, so Bam better deal with him quickly, bro. But he's not gonna use all his powers. He's gonna be a goof. He's gonna make me angry. It's not coming to me. I can't remember. Damn it. I forgot. But like, why are you so far and small? I'm sorry. I'm leaning back because I'm old. My back hurts. I'm small because I didn't use the main cameras. 45 people in here. Hit the like button. I'm sorry, babes. Also, that might explain why Dumas was so bold when challenging Traumeré. I think Dumas may have well been able to at least defend against Traumeré mid-level series attacks using Carrier Rosario. That makes sense. Is Enkidu a regular? Can he take or participate even for a test? I think he's just Traumeré's friend or creature. I don't think he is classified as a regular or ranker, honestly. I think if Lucelek tries to punch over his weight class against Urek again, he's going to catch a crazy wound. Agreed. I can't really see Traumeré and Gustang actually team up here. It's more likely a 1v1v1v1 battle royale. Most Lucelek and Gustang might team up since killing Traumeré is probably top issue. It's been a long time, Lord Traumeré. I am Dumas. Insane aura. Insane aura. Oh! I remember now. Bam said that he knows what happened to Enkidu, which I'm guessing he knows because of the memories that Leviathan gave him when he was talking to him. This is way back when he first absorbed him, like before, like around when he was fighting Ren and before we fought Lopo Ren. Do you guys think Bam knows everything from Leviathan at the very least? And he actually has just been sitting on information and not saying anything about it? 2, does he know all the contents of Gustang's book as well? And if you believe both those things are true, we have to go to C, or number 3. That nigga read Arlene's pocket and knows some ish about what happened to Arlene or what happened with N or whatever the case is, and he's just not saying anything, which I think is very weird. I don't think that's a good storytelling decision. If for whatever reason he never read the pocket or absorbed or parsed through the context of Gustang's book, very well then. But it's very weird for me for him to have all this information and just absolutely acting on zero or none of it. Or do you think that's the reason he decided to go against Gustang and go with Traumeré? Is there something he's privy to that we, the audience, are not aware of? So yeah, what do you guys think? That was kind of my biggest question from question and takeaway from this chapter. Not takeaway, but question. I'm like, so do you know all this stuff and you're just not saying or acting on it? Because that's very weird. That's weird. That's suspicious. Enkidu's a regular. Maybe from the book. Chapter doesn't have much to talk about. We keep mentioning Dumas and old chapters. Yeah, I said once I ran out of things to say, I'm gonna chill out. Bam knows both Gustang and Traumeré, or at least their biased point of view memories that they hide away. I think he has privileged information, but I don't think he's actually siding with Traumeré either. Maybe not side with him, but take his side in the moment. Is it because he knows stuff from Leviathan? All I want is for Rachel to die this arc. Is that too much to ask? Come on, SIU, I trust you. Rachel's not dying, bro. Ma'am, bro. They, them. Rachel's going to be around till the end game. Promise you that. She will. Especially, you think Rachel will die with us knowing at least one of the 3 wishes? I think it's way too early for Rachel to die. We only saw Gustang's memory in the backstory. Probably we haven't seen the Traumeré part. I think Bam can't read. He's too afraid to admit it now. Yeah. That's the real truth. He just can't read. He only knows what happened from Leviathan because Leviathan told him verbally. That's auditory. That's sound. The pocket and the book, he has to read. He's like, damn it, I can't read. I can't read. So he don't know what it says. But yeah, yo, that's the chapter, man. It's just Enkidu's like, oh, stop interfering. Oh, I want revenge. I'm gonna kill the family heads. Like, no, you're not. You suck. But okay, cool. Bellarier's like, oh, I'm weak. Rachel, you're like, oh, we're still dumb and scheming. Let's go to the chess. By the way, do you guys still think they're gonna play that chess match? Is that happening? Are we getting that chess match? Cause I don't want it. Keep it. Keep that shit. The LOL, the Bam is a dumbass theory is really strong given his behavior while fighting Dumas though. Oh yeah. Name Hunt Station was basically a foreshadow for this arc and Bam's relationship with Traumaray. SLU himself said from a pure justice standpoint, Elaine shouldn't be saved. Sure enough, Lopo be a Bam. I mean, I can see some loose threads connecting the two arcs. Don't know that I would call the Name Hunt Station the setup for this. There's some things that I'm seeing that you're seeing, but I don't know that I'm seeing the whole picture that the way you are. What's up, Barry? Chilling. I'm running out of things to say though. I'm pretty much exhausted the chapter already. I'm kind of done. The chess match should have happened before the fight. I agree with that. If Traumaray and Gustan sit down there and play chess, I'm going to be sick. I haven't read TOG in months. How's it going? This is the only week I'd argue in a very long time the chapter was meh to me. I'm sitting at like a 6 out of 10. But all the stuff, the content we were getting with Lucelek, Mazino, Traumaray, and Gustang, and the backstories and stuff have been solid. They've been good. I've been having a good time for the most part, honestly. This is the first week I was like, no thanks. We were going strong for a few months, honestly. I'm gonna say at least 3 months. We were going strong, all things considered. I've been enjoying most of the content. So yeah. What would you guys rate the chapter out of 10 this week? By the way, I'm 6.5 is the best I can give it, but I was at a 6. Also, was Aguero and Rak gonna show up and help? What are they gonna do? One more set of panels I tagged you on Discord concerning Headon's motives. Let's see it. Headon may have already told us his motives. The tests are supposed to reflect the worth and value of the challenger's wish dream. Do the hard, standardized tests reflect this for the tower inhabitants? Maybe the entire reason why Bam has been brought to the tower is to reopen the testing system so that Headon can watch impressive people do heroic things. Maybe that's just what he likes, and so the reason he appears to dislike the Zahard Kingdom, no real heroic things being done in Zahard's Kingdom, just average people taking unimpressive tests. Let's see what's here. Ooh, we went all the way back. He's gone. Hey, you crazy rabbit. What else did you do to the ball? What else did you do to the ball? What did I do? I simply granted the child's wish. That child has proceeded to the next level. Headon, just what are you thinking? I simply test the people have come to the tower, and the test reflects the worth of the things they want. That is the duty of the guardians of this tower. This is unfair. What do you mean? But Bam received help from that woman. He even got some strange weapon, but But don't you already know that's not what's important, girl? Isn't the most important thing the will to face the challenge? Unlike you, the boy went up against that monster without any fear. That's. The boy seemed like a truly brave person, charging towards the monster just like a hero from a fairy tale. Truly magnificent. Compared to you, you're unfit and unqualified to climb the tower. That's what's up. That's what's up. The family heads carry the story as usual. Yes, SIU will end the chess game next. Will end the chess game next chapters, so the boss and Lucelek can now enter the arena. Well, the boss left though. Loose Like will save Bam and group to the ship, and the boss will tail Enkidu plus Rachel and Yura. 7, 6.5, 6.1. Ooh, cheeky. Outsiders can't intervene anyone that is playing the game yet. That's what SCU can't bring in Loose Like in the boss part yet. 8 out of 10 for me because they're finally moving the game. It needed to be done. Notice how Headon is exhilarated and enraptured by Bam's heroism. He spreads his arms in elation and seeing a hero. This may just be what Headon likes, and that's all there is to it. That's his motive. He likes watching heroes take tests and overcome them. It's kind of crazy because like I see Headon as a more antagonistic force, unless we combine both of our ideas where it's because no heroism has happened. He wants the destruction of the Zahard Empire and them, because someone like Bam, who's a brave hero out of a fairy tale, can bring that heroism back to the tower, meaning he's willing to become an enemy of the tower for that goal. I came in a little bit late. What's a little late today? What's the current topic? We're just talking about Headon, but just a chapter in general. What thoughts do you have, Desh? We talked about Bam not reacting to Rachel, which I thought was a good thing. We talked about Bellerir being trash, Rachel and Yura, Rachel being dumb and Yura being her Aguero in a way. Talked about family head levels. Can Mazino take on two of them? Are there levels to the family head? Are Trauma and Gustang the weakest? We talked about a lot of things. I'm just joking. Nah, 6.1 works for me. I give 6.4s and 6s out. 7.6s out sometimes. Yura almost killed Bellerir with one shot, and Dorsey said Bellerir almost killed her if he hit her with only one shot. Is that Yura stronger than Dorsey? I mean, in my eyes, it shouldn't be the case, but someone made the argument that maybe Yura's curse is broken, so she's stronger. What did you rate the chapter? I gave it a 6. Season 1, chapter 25, when Bam got hit, he got flashbacks of Kun and Rak. We get to see mysterious scene with Rachel. It looks like Rachel got assaulted and Bam can't remember it entirely. Oh, why she's afraid of the night. I never forgot that line. Because 25th night, Chestnut, yeah. I think Headon is just a Whis. Okay. He's on the antagonistic side. Two things I liked was Urek talking his shit and also what Bam knowing about what he knows about Enkidu. My favorite panel was Bam ignoring Rachel. That was good. I also gave it a 6. It seems like Bam is the same like all great warriors. Bam's memories might be hidden or something like the family heads. Give me your favorite panel and favorite piece of dialogue. My favorite panel dialogue is Aguero being like, what am I doing? What am I even saying? And him being unconscious because I forgot he was dead. See, if Yura wants to get on Aguero's level and be a true Aguero to Rachel, she got to die some more. She hasn't died enough. You haven't spilled enough blood for Rachel. Do you know how many times Aguero has died for Bam? In the name of Jesus, you must die for Rachel. Yura would have killed a Ranker if it weren't for Enkidu secretly. I mean, it looked bad for him. I don't know that Bellerir is a Ranker though. Do I believe him? He might be a capper. Hold on. Here becomes the charger works. Mo better. Mo cheddar. Bo Retta. I also give it a 6. I guess people went wrong when they said Bam knew more than the audience. Yep. Or maybe, and just hear you out, Bellerir's booty cheeks. That could be the truth. My favorite panel is Urek telling them to bring it. My favorite is Yura surfing. Fair. Favorite panel and dialogue are Aguero. I see as in Dorsey could feel something strange about Enkidu's power, yet Yura being as ignorant as AAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA going to die soon, but others told me they believe she'll make it until the end. I think Rachel will. I don't know about Yura. My favorite is Yura slaying in that black dress. Can Urek really solo? I know Gus missing an arm, but an arm, all but Trauma Ray's full health. So maybe I don't understand. Bro gains and Urek is just him. I think he could take them at this point. I don't think it's macho. I don't think it's bravado. I think he could actually take them. I could be wrong though. I'm just gonna go with the assumption Mazino could beat Traumare and Gustang presently. All her panels this week were serving. How do I feel about Yura's character? Oh, I dislike her more than Rachel. I don't like Yura. I never liked Yura. I think Yura sucks. I think Yura presented herself interesting in the beginning of the Hell Train when Bam was marking out to get the Hell Train tickets. But learning more about her, the curse, her brother, and how she just clit rides Rachel. It doesn't move me personally. I actually like Rachel more than I like Yura, but it's a character I'm truly I'm indifferent on. Like, I don't think about Yura. No, she doesn't move me. I'll say this: she's better than Moron. Yura panels are great this chapter. I like her starting since the hidden floor, and now she's growing more to me. Favorite panel is Ha Yura suitcase in Bellarir's head. Favorite panel is Bam scoring out. Sure, electricity and whatever. Yura is pretty hot. I'm being serious though. I need that charge. Yura's pretty hot. I hate her though. She's ugly to me. I don't think Gustang is anywhere near low HP. I think he didn't try at all. Gustang didn't even try. It's so hard for me to read it. I don't know. You could be right. It's just hard for me. I could only go based on what's presently there. It's hard to say though. Bro, not the clit ride. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Bro, I'm a Gustang hard glazer. I'm not mad at that because I was saying I was rod riding from Mazino. Tattoo my back. I was rod riding. You're just like a lame Hugo, lol. Yeah. Did you guys have a favorite piece of dialogue this week? Was it a girl saying, "What the hell am I doing?" Cause that shit was funny, bro. Not this. I want this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This, what am I saying right now? That's the best line. That's the best line. And him being like dead-ish when he's waking up, to me, just killed me. It was so funny to me. I'm like, oh yeah, he died. In quotation marks. Oh yeah, I forgot when Yura summoned both Enkidu and Rachel like Pokemon, lol. She opened her suitcase and said, Enkidu and Rachel, I choose you. I really want Power World more better. I really want Rachel. I need to play some Power World, bro. Fuck. I really want Rachel to die if she betrays Yura of all people. That's fair. How could Gustang not be trying his Naruto Sasuke flash? He had his Naruto Sasuke flashback and everything. It's just depending on people's point of view and perspectives and what they expect from the family heads. I don't really know how to gauge this fight. I'm just waiting until everything's over until maybe I see a higher level family head fight. Because I'm at this point, I think if Kunadwan and Arya had a fight, it'd be way better than this and way more destructive, way more impressive. I do think Gustang and Traumare are the two weakest family heads. Well, both family heads are exhausted while Urek is pumped up and ready since he got his warm-up against Looselek. That's just a good point, too. I wonder how Gustang's emotions are affecting the book folk. It seemed like it had an effect on Dumas accepting Bam as your regular one that is worthy of Gustang's whatever. So I think you have a point there. Because he is his austerity and has a piece of the family head the way Mikkel did, and Mikkel knew about the red dump. So there's an overlap there in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure how exactly, but I agree with that. I really feel like Gus as a Joker card, especially for Jihad, so he used everything he had, but he definitely underestimated Traumare and paid the price really quickly. I agree. I think some people right now are questioning Gustang's overall intellect and intelligence because it seemed like a pretty boneheaded move and boneheaded mistake to make, you know? Like, well, baby, what is you doing? What is you doing, baby? So yeah. The price we cost. If Mazino ends up fighting Gustang and Traumare, does he win in your guys' opinion? Or does he lose? Is it a hard fight for him? Does he even have to go all out? I'm saying he has to use at least 50%. I'm going to assume they're both fatigued though. I'm gonna say Traumare has maybe full max HP, but he used a lot of energy, like Shinsu. So like his energy bar, his mana, his MP, if you will, is not as high. His stamina. I really feel. Wait, Kun part is the worst part of this chapter. I don't like how we got the chess piece. Is like SCU himself, give it to him. I don't like that type of stuff. Oh, that was just hilarious to me. He just asked for it and got it. That's the GOAT. He's your god now. He's a spellmaster too? Come on now. He different. People looking at Gustang crazy because he's going to war with all the family he has and is struggling versus maybe the weakest one. Oh, I understand. I don't base a character's entire worth off of their like combat feats and capabilities and whatnot, but I just think it was a little boneheaded on Gustang's end. Like, I feel like without Blossom's Flame, I think he was cooked. I want to say this. I said it last week, but I'll say it here live while some of you are here. Trauma Ray impressed me a lot with this fight, with what he can do and disconnect and reabsorbing his creatures and the dragon cannon and all of that. Super dope. What I am disappointed about is the fact that he's in the pinnacle of anima users, and that wasn't his win condition, and that he didn't really use it like that, and when it did, it was ineffective. Conversely, though, you can say Gustang's scriptures were not that effective either, so I don't know if it's one of those things where every family head's main capabilities somewhat cancel each other out. Like Jian Sula can be cut by the REA sword, so there's no point. I don't know. It's hard. I need more information. Imagine if next arc after this FUG arc, Loose Light takes Bam and his group, take them to FUG main territory and all the main slayers to get a panel slimmer to Bleach, a spotted table. That would be hype. That would be gas. Speaking of Bleach, just real quick. First 2 episodes were gas of the 3rd season of the 3rd core of the 1,000-Year Blood War. I will not spoil any specific details. What I wanted to say is, for the first time in maybe a decade, I might buy a Namco Bandai game. Now, personally, I have enjoyed every Bleach game I've ever played. Shattered Blade, all the Heat of Souls for PSP, and even Resurrection or whatever on PS3. Rebirth of Souls looks very interesting to me. I'm getting a mixture of like platform fighters with the stock system with the Konpaku whatever, like the 9, so like stocks almost, but also like Final Fantasy Dissidia with certain attacks not doing true health damage, but building up a resource, or if you will, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, because you can combo people to get AP, but you can only take stocks with a level 1, 2, or 3 super. They're cooking up something interesting there, and I think I want it. Because I don't even care about Sparking Zero like that. I want to play Sparking Zero, but many, many years ago, I promised myself I would never buy another Naruto or Dragon Ball game, and I've kept my promise. Sorry, just quick detour. Disconnect is a cool power, I agree with you. I doubt Trauma is the weakest family head. Who do you think is weaker than him? Other than Gustang. I actually do think he's one of the weaker ones. I don't think he's that strong. My main reason for that is, for an ability as powerful as Disconnect, especially at full power, 3 dimension, if you will, maybe he's missing Leviathan, it was completely negated by Blossom's spark, an ember, a fraction of her flame and power. To the point, I think if she was there, she would have eviscerated him. That's kind of my main argument for the time being. Not gonna lie, this being Bam and Rachel's first interaction season 3 is kind of lame. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not lame to me because I do think at some point they're going to have to interact and talk or go through something. But I actually think people are. Maybe I'll make a chat. Maybe I'll make a video specifically about the interaction with Rachel or something, or maybe the main points. But what I'm going to say is this: Bam is growing. Every time he sees Rachel, he doesn't mark out or wig out anymore. He saw Rachel. He's here on a mission with his friend, and she's in the way, and he was willing to do what gets done. I think you should actually praise him for that, and not going, "Oh, Rachel, who cares?" You know, that's my opinion. How Bam is written now. SIU has written a story where MC hates his powers and I want to live in a normal life. Can Disconnect hurt Mazino? I think maybe, but I wouldn't put it past him to just punch that shit. Kubo was cooking. He expanding the lore he didn't get to in his manga. Agreed. It's been much better. Emotional intelligence definitely essential, so I can see Gus losing some of his ability to read a room. That Bleach game does move me because it gives me the Budokai of Bleach vibes. To some degree. It just looks interesting, man. I can't lie to you. It just look raw. I think I need that. But again, if I could honestly get Sparking Zero for like $10, I'll probably cave. But I'm not. And that's the last Dragon Ball game I'm ever getting. I swear to God. Because the last Naruto game I got was the first Ninja Storm. I've played 2 and 3, but I never bought them. And I'm not a Ninja Storm guy. This is so random, but my favorite Naruto fighting game series or video game series is actually the Clash of Ninja series from GameCube to Wii. Those are my favorite ones. I love those games so fucking much. I'll still play them today. With all that happened to Bam Season 3, Bam doesn't care about her anymore until Rachel baits him with another memory about Bam's parents, maybe. I think Urek is going to be Bam's next teacher to push him closer to the family head tier. You don't think it's going to happen at least at floor 77, wall hike song floor? I kind of would like him to train with Loose Leg first. I don't remember if I mentioned this. Sorry. We were having a discussion on Twitch and maybe a little earlier in this stream about when we think we'll cut back to the Mazino, Traumare, and Gustang Loose Leg part. I think when Bam gets there after he wins against Bellaria, Enkidu, whatever. And I think more interesting than him talking to Gustang, Traumare, or even Mazino, it's Loose Leg. I don't know that he's ever met Loose Leg. So to meet the leader of the family of the group that he's in, while having opposing views of not wanting to necessarily take their lives. Remember the chapter where he freed all those fish from that fish bowl in that underwater part, where he used the arrow, where he felt like they were also trapped. That ideological clash can be very interesting. But then there's something you guys keep reminding me about, and I don't know how I keep forgetting. V is awakening within Bam. So that might throw a monkey wrench into everything. Maybe Bam shows up and V takes over in some capacity or manifests himself in some capacity. And then we really see what's going on. Food for thought. Naya, Togashi has been cooking with 2 chapters in a row. My going in prime form right now. Art getting better. Stop it. Get some help. This is an abusive and toxic relationship that you guys have with Togashi. He's not the one. He's not. Hunter x Hunter vs. Tower of God. Which series do you think has more dialogue? That's a good question. A lot of these manga are getting chatty, in my opinion. My problem with Togashi is he takes a whole page to say something very simple. Do not take the time to draw panels to fill them with text to tell me, I don't trust that guy. I think he's sneaky. You need an entire page of text to tell me that? Get some help. Get some help. Bam should go into a food coma from all his power so we can get a time skip where everyone else can become relevant. People have said that for a long time. Did SIU say that the real love interest will show up later on in the series? SIU really did say it, and it's still planning to do it. Who do you think it is? I actually do think it's N or Dory. I think N makes more sense because I think him and N can sympathize with like being locked somewhere by themselves for a long time, and maybe having your family, your mother and father having plans for you that you maybe have not agreed with. I feel like he'd get along naturally more with N because he was trapped in the cave and she's trapped in a maze. I actually don't want it to be a Dory, but I wouldn't be shocked if maybe his strength or something impressed her. But I like her being the chief and commander of the Zahard Empire and RED and stuff, and her staying in that role and not ever liking him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to do my Togashi hate video. I gotta do that. I forgot about it. I forgot he was back. Honestly, I actually apologize. I've really been outside. Like I've actually been outside. Like I've not been home. I always remember the Sabo meme. I'm not reading all that shit. Yeah. So yeah. No Tagashi ran today. I might just throw up a short and hate on him for like a minute. He would end up with N and then the Dory are built to be enemies in my opinion. Fair enough. But all right. I've said everything that I've had to say. If you guys don't have any final statements or questions, I am going to wrap up. I'll have at least a general video pinpointing some of the important things about this chapter. I'm going to talk about the Bam and Rachel thing. I think that's important. I think people are maybe not seeing the value in Bam not reacting, and they will have their reaction sooner rather than later. But finish up with these comments, and I'm going to wrap up. I do have to go pick up somebody very dear to me, so I can do some shopping. If it's N, then Gustang about to be Bam's father-in-law and Blossom his mother-in-law. Man, I don't want Gustang to die if it's N. Fair enough. What if V was always Bam and it was V's soul on the outside? God put into the baby body after the baby was killed, but the memory was sealed when was sealed, and he has to get stronger and climb the tower more to awaken. I've heard this theory before. Actually, if you haven't seen this, Durak, I have a video. I am eating in it. I do apologize. People are like, don't eat and stream. That's the only time I ever did it, so my bad. I asked my entire audience for any theory, prognostications, thoughts, and ideas they had about V and the mystery of V. We covered all of those topics. What you said too, we also covered. It's possible. The love interest thing was years ago. Who knows the plan with that is now? That's a good point. It could be retcon or something. Bam has more of a wise aura nowadays. I think it started somewhat with the Snake, Serpent Master, Mudflat Snake, Lopabia Ren area. He started to kind of seem a little more well-rounded in all aspects. Yeah, do that, brother. People just didn't see that Bam ignoring Rachel's character development that we all wished to start season 2. It's a fact. I'll do that I'll probably post that tomorrow. If not, it'll be out Thursday. But all right. Yeah, peep that. But a lot of those theories were good with V actually Bam, and people were saying too, like the resurrected Bam. I can't even remember. But yeah. Anyways, I'm out. I got things to do.